Hi everyone, it's Sage. It is dream board time again. I'm so excited. This is my favorite day of the year. My favorite video that I've ever made. If you don't know, I started this channel, well, a different channel, but this channel, Sage Aurora, 5 years ago. So 2021, the first video I ever posted was my 2021 dream board video. And I do this because of Luna Montana. I absolutely love her and I just aspire to be everything that she is. And every year she does a dream board video. So every year I do a dream board video. This is my 2025 dream board. And if you don't know, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over this, see if any of my dreams and goals came true, see what didn't, where I can improve, and then we'll go ahead and we'll make the 2026 dream board. So let's just get right into it. Last year I did my dream board kind of weird. I didn't actually do what I usually do, which is fine. I don't have to do the same thing every year. And this year I'm actually switching it up a little bit too. I am doing one dream board for the full year, and I have made a list of my goals and I've kind of picked out some photos that represent those goals, and we'll go ahead and put those together. But I also did something a little bit different, and I'm using my Notion. I love Notion. If you guys don't use Notion, you have to. This is not an ad. I just literally could not live without Notion. It runs my life and I like it that way. I need it. And basically I made my big goals, which are gonna go onto my dream board. I've broken them down into actual tasks that I need to do to complete those goals. That way it's not just this giant thing looming over, hey, you need to complete this by the end of the year, and I run out of time and I don't even have buttons to track that time. If you know, you know. I love TikTok. It's actual specific things I need to do, and if I do all of those things, I will have completed that goal. So, I mean, I'll add more things throughout the year. It's not complete, but I'm really excited about that. And then also, I'm breaking my year up into months, and that way my goals are a little bit more manageable. So, for January, I actually made a dream board just for January and kind of just the vibes and the feelings and the things I want to accomplish in January. And I made that, and it's super cutie. And then I also made a list of things I need to do and need to accomplish within this month. And then I also broke down each of my big goals and wrote basically little tasks I can do to complete those big goals in January. I think that's going to be my main way that I'm going to actually accomplish things this year, which is really exciting because I can actually see them and check them off and be like, oh hey, to get that big goal done, I need to do this, 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 and this, and this. And then one day I can sit down and be like, okay, what can I do today to work towards that goal? See what I'm saying? Yes, yes. So we'll see at the next year when I do this again if that actually helped or if it just made me go insane because I felt like I had so much to do and I was stressed all the time. I don't know. Also, side note, I recently got an Ultra Human ring and I love it, but your girl is stressed. And that's a big goal for this year, is to not be stressed. But anyways, we'll get to that. Let's rewind, let's take it a step back, and let's focus first on the 2025 dream board and what I did accomplish. I had only 3 goals last year, and the first goal was, you see my Triumph Spitfire 1500 here. It's not mine, it's an old ad, but I have one of those, and my goal was to get it running. I have another YouTube channel called Sage's Garage, if you don't know, and I did in fact get my car running. I took it to a big car show, British Car Day. I think it's the biggest British car show in Canada? Maybe it's just Ontario, but I feel like Canada. Huge. It was amazing. That was an enormous milestone that I will never forget for the rest of my life. And if you haven't checked out Sage's Garage, definitely check out Sage's Garage. But that goal, boom, accomplished. She's drivable. She's on the road. Very exciting. I'm very excited for the spring and summer when I actually get to enjoy her, because she got running only just as it was getting cold out. So I still have not driven her by myself yet, but we'll get there. Next up, I had my cutie little Volkswagen Beetle Pascal, and I had these daisy rims. This Beetle is devastating, okay? Even today, I've had a very hard day. I've been crying because this Beetle is putting me through it, but if we're being honest here, it's all my fault, and I'm not taking good enough care of it, which means I, in fact, did not accomplish that goal from last year. So, womp womp, big X, did not do that. Daisy rims specifically though, I could have gotten them. They were $600. I had a moment where I almost bought them and then I didn't. And then a month later, when I was like, okay, I've saved up enough money, it's all good, they were discontinued. They are now entirely discontinued on the entire internet, around the whole world. I cannot find these daisy rims, okay? If you have ever seen them in your life, if you know somebody, please, I'm begging you, I will do almost anything to get these daisy rims. So, please, please, I need them. Please reach out to me. Reach out to people. I need these rims, okay? I could have gotten them, but then I was like, oh, that's a lot of money. And then I saved the money, and then gone. So maybe that teaches me something, but I don't think so, because I was trying to be financially responsible, which ties into my third goal. But let's still stay on the Beetle one. Taking care of it, definitely did not take care of it. There's a lot more issues in the car. But a few things I did do. I did decorate, so at least she's cute, even though she's falling apart. I did fix my headliner. Adorable. It turned out incredible, better than I ever could imagine. And I fixed my sunroof. So at least I have a working sunroof. So I did some stuff, but not the important stuff. But anyways, that's a big womp womp no to that second goal. Third goal was saving money and just kind of getting my life together in that sort of sense. I definitely did a good job. I did a good job, but I didn't do my best. I saved money, so boom, I did that. But I still spent way too much. You know what I mean? Like, I saved some money, but I didn't do a good job. So this year, I'm really reeling back the spending and getting a hold of my finances, but we'll get there. But I'm gonna say I did it, because I did what I had in mind then. It just wasn't good enough. But I did save money, so there we go. I did it. Basically, I accomplished all my goals. Amazing year. It was not an amazing year, but it's over now, and that's all that's important. I had some cutie little sayings on here. They don't really, there's no really need to go over them, because they were just like manifestation sayings, so they don't really tell me anything for this. So let's just move on to this year's. I'm excited. I have my handy dandy laptop here. I could not live or breathe without it. I'm opening up my Notion because I really want to read this to you. Here are my big goals for 2026. First one is do things alone and go on more adventures. I don't know why I'm so terrified of doing things alone. I always need somebody with me, even if it makes the experience worse. I still don't want to do it alone, which is very detrimental to me. So this year I'm doing it alone. Whatever it is that I want to do, I'm doing it by myself. I need to go on adventures. I need to spend full days by myself. I need to go on beach days. I need to go to cafes. I need to go to grocery stores. I need to do a little thrifting, but also we're careful with the spending. So let's focus more on the beach days, the picnics, the walks, the outdoor runs maybe, could be cute, that sort of thing. I just need to focus on being okay with being alone and doing things alone. So I have some cute little photos that make me feel better about that terrifying task at hand. 2, spend more time on my hobbies. This one I love, and this helps me do things alone, because I can do my hobbies alone, because all my hobbies, well, are mostly alone tasks. You can do them with someone, but they're mostly alone. Number 1 is crocheting. You guys know it. I've said it, I think, the past 2 years, if not at least last year. I'm getting there. I've definitely been crocheting more, but this year I'm actually tackling, I'm actually making a list of how many hours I spend crocheting, and I'm going to do that with all my hobbies, except the next one. But I'm going to do that with crocheting, and I'm going to do that with sewing, which is another one. And I'm basically going to log how many hours, because you need to work on something for 10,000 hours to be good at it, and I'm nowhere near those 10,000 hours. So I think this year so far for crocheting, I am at 2 hours. So I need to tackle that and get a hold of that. But yeah, sewing. I have been saying I want to learn how to sew since I was probably in 6th grade, and I have yet to ever touch a sewing machine. So this is the year. I always had a dream that when I went to high school, I would be such an incredible sewist, I think that's the word, that every single thing I wore would be sewn by me. And this was serious, I meant this. And that everything I wore would be by me, and that every day I would go to school, people would be like, wow, I love your outfit. And every day I could be like, thank you, I made it. And I have yet to ever touch a sewing machine. So this is the year I will sew. But also I will crochet. Third hobby is sourdough. Basically, I'm your favorite grandma. I love sourdough. I also have a lot of stomach issues, and sourdough is helping me with that, because I can eat it and not feel like I'm gonna die, which is very exciting. So I have actually been doing really good. I've made some very pretty sourdough loaves, but I want to get better. I want to be able to just make one without watching a YouTube tutorial every single time, because although I love that I'm giving this one amazing YouTuber 10,000 views, I do need to lock in and just keep it up here for just the basic recipe. But I want to start doing inclusions, I want to start doing pretty designs, make like different shaped sourdoughs, like a little one maybe, get better at making bagels, I really want to make English muffins, that sort of thing. So really just working on my sourdough. But basically, all in all, I just want to spend more time on my hobbies because I have the time. Right now, I just spend that time doom scrolling on TikTok, and that is not helping me. So we're gonna put that time into my hobbies and take it off of TikTok. Third goal is focusing on my health. Like I kind of just mentioned, I have some stomach issues and some health issues, and I'm really trying to tackle those. In November, I started 75 Soft. Genuinely has changed my life. I will never go back. I'm going to take a little break and then I'm going to start it again because genuinely the best thing I've ever done for myself. I feel better every single day, and that is really all I could ever wish for, was to not feel sick every single day. So I'm getting there. But what else did it say here? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So basically just eating better. I have some delicious meals there. I really want to be able to just like cook some easy, quick meals that make me feel good and energized and don't make me feel sick. I'm going to figure out what foods do make me sick. Right now I'm on like a 2-week of eating 0 gluten. So that has sucked. But earlier I made some brownie baked oats, but they was dairy-free and gluten-free because the oats I had are especially gluten-free oats. And it was good. It was clearly healthy. And clearly didn't have anything yummy in it, but I think I could get really good at it. It was only my first try, so I want to kind of just get good at making things that make me feel good. Fourth goal is finding a sense of calm. Like I mentioned before, I'm very stressed. My Ultrahuman ring likes to remind me of that every single day, that I am so stressed. Sometimes I'm so stressed that I will be sleeping. It will be the middle of my sleep, the middle of the night, and I will have a heart rate of like 130 beats per minute. No nightmare, no recollection of that, just stressed. And that is definitely horrible for my health. So, I'm gonna tackle that. Some things I want to do are find the ways that de-stress me the best, but I really want to start doing yoga a lot more often. I've really been doing it lately and I just love every second of it, except for the parts that hurt and the poses that are difficult, but other than that, I love yoga and I think I could get really good at it. So that's something I really want to start incorporating just into my daily routine. Do it maybe every single morning when I wake up, and that ties it into the next thing is this year I'm tracking how many sunrises I watch. So my goal is to watch as many sunrises as possible in 2026, but that doesn't mean watch a sunrise and take a nap. I can, that doesn't disqualify it, but the point is getting up early every day, but it's a way to kind of rewire it in my brain because I've been putting wake up early on my dream board for the past 5 years and it's not happening that way. So now if I say I have to watch a sunrise, it just makes me get up and it's like, oh cute, I get to watch the sunrise. So I'm tracking it, I'm putting a picture, ideally I take a picture every day, but then I'll put a picture of it so that way at the end of the year I can see so many pretty sunrises, and I think that'll be a good way to de-stress. As it's warmer out, you know, go for walks, watch the sunrise, that'll be really good. And once it's like summer, I want to do my yoga while the sun is rising, and I just feel like I would be so calm and I won't even remember what stress feels like. So that's the goal. My next one is my finances. Like I've already mentioned, I need to lock in and save money. This year I'm really tackling it the adult way, okay? I'm budgeting. I'm tracking every single cent that leaves my account. I am getting really good with my credit and using my debit and that sort of stuff. I'm learning all about that. Maybe investing. Basically, I'm getting a hold of my finances in an adult way, and I'm getting it together because I have some very big dreams for the future, and for all of those, I need a lot of money. So, we will get there together. And then my last goal, which is super fun, is my cafe. Now, you probably don't know about this because I haven't really posted anything about it on YouTube, but I have started doing pop-up cafes, which are incredible. I'm hoping to post a video on here for you guys soon because they are just adorable and amazing, but if you haven't seen them, definitely go ahead and check out my Instagram, sage.aurora. I've done some really cute cafes. The last one I did was my Christmas one. I'm currently planning my Valentine's Day one, and I think it's going to be amazing. But basically I'm a barista again, which I love and I miss so much. But I have plans to make this a real brick and mortar cafe, and I'm very excited about that. So this year I want to really focus on building that business, and there's a lot of things that go into that, but basically just spend time on it, really think about it, really put my energy towards that business and create it, because it's not one yet. but the ideas are there and I just have to make it one. But I think what this means now is we get to put the dream board together, so let's go! Done. I am super happy with how it came out. I made sure this year I actually had a frame so I would actually look at it and actually use it, and it would be super cute. And maybe I should actually put it right here. I feel like that would be adorable. But yeah, I'm super happy with how it turned out. I think there's a few things I had forgot to mention when I was talking about it, and I kind of realized as I looked at the photos. So some important ones in here are I've got Chamberlain Coffee, and that is not only a brand that I look up to and aspire to be like, and you know, create a cafe that is the same vibes and intention. I really want to work with them just as a brand. I love Chamberlain Coffee, so if you're out there, you know who to call. And also I had, like the latte art, which is like still all a part of like my cafe and all that good stuff, but I really want to get good at latte art, so I am gonna go practice right now and make a latte. Way too late, my Ultra Human Ring is going to yell at me, but that's fine. But yeah, that is my 2026 dream board. I highly encourage you to go make your own if you haven't already. And yeah, I just love it. It's my absolute favorite part of the year. I hope all of your dreams and wishes for the new year come true.